Hello, beautiful humans. We have arrived here at day 5 of the Crystallize 2020. So, how's everybody feeling? Everything landing? Everything feeling good, integrating, giving yourself lots of care, drinking lots of water, eating lots of good food, getting some minerals into you, electrolytes. Gosh. We're about to embark on the 5th day. And the 5th day is something very near and dear to my own sacred heart. It's called Soul Garden Alchemy. And Soul Garden Alchemy is something that came to me as I was moving into my 2nd trimester of pregnancy. I was moving through a lot of unrequited love and abandonment and feeling these recurring patterns of within the relationships that I was in and how they weren't everything that I was looking for and how it was causing a lot of pain in my heart and in other areas of my life. And I remember receiving a phone call that my partner was wanting to explore monogamy with somebody else, and just the overwhelming feelings of defeat and hopelessness and just aching heart came up for me. And so I took it to the shower. And the shower happened to be outside on the California mountainside overlooking a beautiful forest, beautiful warm water, really soothing. And I spoke to my guides and I told them that I was really ready to see what was going on an energetic level, that I was very much feeling complete with this cycle of lessons and wondering how I could clear it. And when I closed my eyes, I saw from my heart space this thorn bush that was growing out, and it was thorn and spikes and growing into organs and all through my body and through my multidimensionality. And it was scary at first, but it was also really illuminating because I could viscerally see and feel how this pattern, this energy signature was negatively affecting my life and my body. And so what I did was I grabbed it right at the root and I just pulled. And oh my God, it was the most excruciating experience to just pull all of the roots out from these places. And it pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled. And then I gathered it all up. And I was just holding this mass of roots in my hands with this gaping hole within me. And I wondered what to do. If I transmuted this by burning it or something, then it would just leave this gaping hole in me. And then it came as a flash as I remembered a lucid dream that I had had earlier that year, that if I planted a seed and then left it, it would just do nothing. But if I planted a seed and give a tiny little kiss, it would sprout right away. And if I blasted that seed with love, then it would grow into a beautiful sunflower. So with that dream in my memory, I thought, hey, what if I blasted these roots with love? And I started to do that. I started focusing just first on love, and then how I wanted to be in love, how I wanted to experience love, how I wanted to be in relationship, how I wanted to feel. What would it feel like to be honored? What would it feel like to be respected? And I just started transmuting my story. And I witnessed as the energy I was pouring into these roots started glowing and changing with color and texture. And then I was going in until it was so saturated, the whole root system was growing and glowing. And then I put it back. And I could feel this new energy, this new story go back to all those timelines, incarnations, dimensions, timelines, filling in all of these gaps and taking with it this new energy. And from that, a beautiful single rose grew. And it took me 2 years of working with this practice, with brute force, just pulling stuff out, before I learned that the magic was in gratitude. And when I started incorporating gratitude, so holding on to the plant and letting it just really show me the woven tapestry of all of my experiences and what it was trying to teach me and what I was trying to learn, or what I had to learn and what I had to gain from it, what the medicine was, then I was able at that point to be grateful and be thankful for the medicine that I was receiving. And when I started to incorporate gratitude, those roots, they just melted. And I was able to pull those roots out gracefully. So gratitude equals grace. And that's how and when I knew that this was ready, this medicine was ready to be shared. And so I created this workshop called Soul Garden Alchemy. And it's a journey to our inner soul garden. Our inner soul garden is the place of perfection. It's that Garden of Eden that still exists within each and every one of us. And when we go in and we tend to our garden, all of the patterns, programs, energy signatures, belief systems, everything that we have that is active within our subconscious is growing in this garden as a metaphorical representation. And so every plant and everything represents something symbolically to our subconscious. And so this is a beautiful way of interacting with our subconscious mind and taking control of the conscious cultivation of our internal world. And so I'd love to invite you all to just find a comfortable seat, laying down, sitting up, however you feel most comfortable for you. Just wiggle out any of your wiggles and jiggles, anything that needs stretched before you can really sink and drop in. Finding your breath. Breathing in and out. Letting your eyes gently flutter closed. As you breathe in, notice that the air is a little bit cool in your nostrils, and as you breathe out, it's just a little bit warmer. Every breath in, bringing you into a deeper and deeper place of relaxation. Every breath out, releasing any tension or any distractions. Every breath in, filling your cells full of life, prana, beautiful energy. Every breath out, carrying away resistance. Every breath in, bringing you into a space of feeling safe and secure. Every breath out, helping you ground into presence. So we continue to cycle our breath in and out, in and out, just sighing it out and allowing yourself to sink even deeper into relaxation and trust. You might hear sounds of living going on around you. There's always such noises, could be vehicles or voices. But all of those noises are only going to bring you into a deeper and deeper space of relaxation and trust. At all times, my voice will be a guide for you throughout this entire process, assuring you of your total safety and well-being. And if your mind wanders off, it's totally okay. Just know that you can bring it back to the sound of my voice and what I'm saying. Continuing to breathe in and out. Perhaps you can imagine, sense, see, feel, and experience yourself in a beautiful meadow. The sunlight is warm on your face, tingling your skin and filling you with a feeling of ease and excitement. Looking down at your feet, perhaps you can notice how your feet are firmly on the ground, sinking in just a little bit. Perhaps you can even start to notice the tall grasses swishing in the light breeze. Perhaps you can even feel the tickle of the grasses at your fingertips and around your legs. As you look around, you might even see pops of color from the wildflowers or the butterflies flitting. Perhaps you can breathe in and smell the sweet fragrance of the grasses, the flowers. And if you listen carefully, you could hear the singing of the birds, the buzzing of the bees, or the scurrying tiny creatures in the grass. As you start to walk forward, perhaps you can feel the swish and tickle of grass along your legs, continuing to feel the gentle breeze on your skin, the warm sun shining down upon you, blue skies and bright fluffy clouds. And in the near distance, you see a beautiful stand of trees that are calling to you. There's something about this ancient grove that feels so familiar and safe, just like it's calling to you and drawing you in. Continuing to walk forward, and in 3, 2, 1, you arrive at the stand of trees, and in front of you lies a path going into the forest. Taking a nice deep breath in, you step on the path. Walking along this path, you see that it is well worn with many footprints coming before you. This is your ancestral path. And as you walk along, you can feel your ancestors and the gifts and the prayers that they have left for you. As you start to move deeper into the grove, perhaps you can notice that the air is a little bit cooler, with beams of sunlight breaking through and creating pools of sunlight on the path. And every time you walk through them, they tingle you again with warmth. Perhaps you can smell that it's just a little bit moister, a little bit damper. There's a faint, sweet scent of decomposition, the leaves in the underbrush. Perhaps you can hear the movement of the creatures in the forest, songs of the birds. As you continue to walk along, perhaps you can invite any guides or guardians that wish to choose to walk with you at this time. If any arise, welcome them. Thank them for their service, for all of the love, gratitude, and appreciation. Continuing to walk footstep by footstep, deeper and deeper and deeper into the forest. You start to pay attention to a smaller path that is just for you. And in 3, 2, 1, you arrive. You see a path more lightly trodden, branching off of the ancestral path. Taking a nice deep breath. Step upon this path. This is your path of heart. This path that is created and walked by you and you alone. As you walk along this path, pay attention to the surroundings, the forest around you. And continue walking until you come across a clearing. And in the center of this clearing is the most beautiful and magnificent grandmother tree that you have ever seen. She reaches tall and wide, and you know that she is the matriarch of this forest, of this grove. As you step closer to the grandmother tree, you see that there is a beautiful, large opening, a hollow in her trunk, and all around it are glyphs, runes, or symbols. And as you walk closer, they light up with your unique energy signature. Taking a nice deep breath. Step inside the arms and the womb of Mother Grandmother Tree. And as you step into the gentle darkness, you can feel yourself enveloped with love as she holds you safe and secure. Perhaps you can imagine, sense, see, feel, and experience now starting to fall gently, slowly, and in control. Falling down, down, down. Drifting slowly down, 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 down. Continuing to lower deeper into the earth, falling down and down, going deeper and deeper. Deeper down to the level of consciousness your higher self knows is best for you to go today, to access the soul garden. Going deeper and deeper and deeper. Down and down and down. Continuing to sink into deeper relaxation and trust. And deeper down. Down to the level of consciousness your higher self knows is best for you to go today. And in 3, 2, 1, you land. Gently, softly, back connected to the earth. And in front of you, you see the beautiful white portal, the entrance to the soul garden. And taking a nice deep breath in and out. Step out into the light and take in the glory of your soul garden. Looking around, you can take a glance and see there will be some things that are growing beautifully and harmonically, and perhaps some areas that need tending. Now imagine, sense, see, feel, and experience something that has been challenging you, something that you've been working on diligently, a pattern, a program, something that is welling up within you, asking to be healed. Allow whatever that is that your highest self knows is best for you to work on today. And allow it to rise within you and create a pathway. This pathway is going to lead you to the place where that particular issue is rooted in your garden. Taking another deep breath. Start walking along the path, following it, leading you to that which is planted that needs the most attention from you today. Continuing to walk along the path, taking a look around. What else is showing in the landscape? And in 3, 2, 1, you arrive, and in front of you is a plant. It could be that this plant looks disharmonic or invasive in your garden. Step to that plant and kneel down in front of it. Taking a deep breath, reach your hand forward and grab a hold of the stalk, right where it goes into the earth. As you take hold of this plant, allow it to send you messages. Perhaps it will come in the way of emotions, visions, feelings, smells, sights, memories. Allow this plant to weave a tapestry of information so that you can see the greater picture of what it is doing planted in your garden, what medicine is there, and what it has been trying to teach you. Breathe that in. And as you feel ready, perhaps you can imagine, sense, see, feel, and experience the sense of gratitude. Everything that this plant has been trying to teach you, this energy, is there. And you have learned so much. Perhaps you can build that gratitude within your heart, being thankful for the medicine that you are receiving. As that gratitude grows and grows and grows, allow it to flood down your arm and into your hand, blessing the plant. And allow that gratitude to run down and stream to the very tips of every single root tendril, anchoring that plant into the earth. As the gratitude seeps into the roots, it allows them to retract, being held only gently within the soil. And as the roots begin to retract, go ahead and pull that plant up and out of the ground, gathering the roots in your hands, pulling them all up, no matter how deep it goes. Just continue to pull up the roots, more and more, as many as there are. Until they're all gathered within your hands. This mass of snarled, tangled roots. Now, with your new understanding of the medicine that this plant was trying to teach you, begin to cultivate that which you want to grow. This is your opportunity to consciously create the energetics growing within your garden. And start with love. Peace, grace, gratitude. As you continue to breathe, allowing the energy you are cultivating to start to shift and twist into colors, textures, smells, tastes, sounds. Perhaps you want to tone into your roots. Sing, just breathe. And as you keep pouring this new, beautiful, harmonic energy into the roots, perhaps you can imagine, sense, see, feel, or experience as the roots begin to become saturated, glowing, bright, continuing to pour that beautiful light energy into the roots, allowing them to saturate and become glowing themselves. Pouring in all the love, the universe, until they're glowing so bright that it's almost blinding. Once you feel that the roots are at maximum saturation, go ahead and replant those roots back into the soil, allowing those roots to travel back to every timeline, incarnation, and dimension where this energy pattern was originally rooted. And with it, it takes this new and beautiful energy, this new harmonic energy, this new conscious cultivation. Just breathe as this new energy takes root. And perhaps you can imagine, sense, see, feel, and experience as this new plant takes root and begins to grow something new, something beautiful and harmonic. And as it grows big and reaches its maturity, if it's a herb, take a piece and put it under your tongue. If it's a fruiting plant, go ahead and take a juicy bite. If it's a flower, smell it. However your plant chooses to be interacted with, take it into your body, allowing it to integrate, carrying the new frequencies through your systems to each and every single one of your cells. Knowing that the transformation is going to stay and hold, where you have taken your power back and have made a conscious choice of what you're choosing to cultivate. Go ahead and do anything else around the plant that it needs. If it needs some water, give it some water. If it needs to be decorated or have stones put around it, if there's any weeds around that need tending. Just give it some love and attention so that it will have its best opportunity to grow and flourish. The last few seconds, taking another deep breath, thanking this new beautiful addition to your garden. Thank it for growing harmoniously. And turn around and begin to walk back towards the grandmother tree. And as you continue to walk back, just look around, taking in if there has been any other shifts or changes within your garden. Giving love and blessings as you walk past. And in 3, 2, 1, you arrive back at the grandmother tree. As you approach her, the sacred glyphs that harmonize and activate from your soul signature light up. You take another nice deep breath. Entering back into the hollow. Allowing yourself to start rising up, up, up. Ascending higher and higher and higher. Rising back up to the highest timeline available for you today. Continuing to rise, ascending higher and higher and higher. Raising to the level that your highest self knows is best for you to go to today. Rising to the highest timeline available. Continuing to rise up and up and up and up. Till 3, 2, 1, you arrive. Taking another deep breath. And step out from the hollow of the tree. Back into the clearing. Back in alignment with your path of heart. Taking another deep breath. Stepping back into your path of heart. Walking along. As you walk along your path, you're imprinting with your footfalls everywhere you have been and everything you have done and all the changes and shifts that have been made to your inner world so that they may reflect strongly into your outer world. As you walk along your sacred path, looking around and see if anything has changed, if anything has shifted. And in 3, 2, 1, you arrive, taking a nice deep breath. And stepping back onto the ancestral path. As you walk along this ancestral path, know that every footfall you are putting your story, your wisdom, your learning, your medicine into that path and leaving that energy signature there for others who will follow you. At this point, if any guides or guardians took this journey with you today, offer them food, holy water, sacred salt, oil, or anything else that they need as a gift of gratitude for their ongoing support. They may go or they may stay, but know that they are always with you. As you continue to walk past all of the trees, walking through the puddles of warm sunlight that lights up your heart. And as you're walking, you're about to reach the end of the path, and in 3, 2, 1, you arrive at the end of the path, taking a nice deep breath. And stepping back into your meadow, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Feeling awake, totally revitalized and re-energized. Rotating your ankles and your wrists. Remembering everywhere you have been and everything that you have done. Shoulders and knees. Knowing that so many beautiful things will happen because of the work that you just did for yourself. Hips, neck, coming totally back into your body now, fully awake and re-energized. Your left side of your mouth going up to your left ear, and the right side of your mouth going up to your right ear, and a great big grin. Well, my friends, how did you enjoy your first adventure to your soul garden? Maybe it's not your first, maybe you've done this with me before. But know that you can always go back to your garden as many times as you want to or need to. It is a beautiful point of access for your inner realms. The more you work with your garden, the more you will start to find new areas and recognize that there is nothing that can't be accessed through your garden. Other meditations, other spaces, other realms, there is a way that that gets incorporated into your garden when you work with it over time. I'm also available to do one-on-ones and help guide the gardening process even deeper, if that is what you choose. And know that this all is just a beautiful taste, and I thank you for going on this journey. And don't forget to come to our group, Sacred Sovereign Life, and leave comments and share what your experience was like and what medicine you're getting from it. Thank you all. So much love and blessings.